Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's Judgment time. Alright, it's a new day, and I'm gonna come back at the problem of my Judgment deck, which it seems like is not very good. I'm currently 1-2, and I'm worried about my prospects. But with the structure of Judgment, where you have just 5 games, every match matters as far as the rewards, the scoring is concerned. Currently, with only 1 win, I'm not getting a rare. So I need to win one of the next 2 games, one of the remaining 2 games, in order to get a rare. If I could win both of them, then I would get significantly more gold. I would actually get back half my entry fee, and I would also get an uncommon in addition to the rare. But I need to win one more game so I get a rare. And as long as I get a rare, then this thing was not the worst. Especially since the 2 rares that I have, I could sell either one of those for enough gold to do another Judgment entry anyhow. And here we go. Activate. Numbers. I'm going first. Got a lot of 3-cost stuff in my hand. I'm going to get rid of End of Reason. I don't think that's going to be too useful. And my opponent just asked in chat if I am really evil. Because in this game I go by the alias Evil Author. Well, he's going to find out, isn't he? He did nothing on his turn, I did nothing on mine. Wait. I was just about to ditch Brain Lice. I'm not going to be able to play this Siege Cracker for a while. I'm going to do that and get myself an Infected Gravelock. An immobile... an immobile poison turret pointed at his middle idol. Excuse me. I'm going to try and play a little faster. This will probably utterly fail and bog down later in the game. Well, it looks like I'm going all Decay for a while, because it's suddenly working out well for once. Get myself one more Decay, and I am going to Soul Steal that bad boy. Get myself a free creature. Oh yeah. You notice I lost 2 from my idol because Loyal Darkling, no matter how it dies, it still goes off. It still does 2 points of damage to the opposing idol when it dies. Which is why it's very good, even though I don't like the sacrificial whatever guy that Order has. Like, 2 damage to a creature ought to be better, but he doesn't go off. Like, if you just kill him some other way, he doesn't do his damage, so he's not as good. That language stops him pretty dead. And it says when he attacks a creature, that creature gets poisoned for 3 rounds. I don't trust their flavor text for accuracy that well, though. I would be surprised if he can poison without dealing actual damage. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to throw out our Ripper. I haven't sacrificed for scrolls yet, but I've got such a nice snowballing hand here. Drop myself a Cursemonger. Cursemonger is a killing machine. He is one of the closest things this game has to what MTG players used to call a Tim in my area. He's the closest thing that Scrolls has to a creature that can just do targeted damage every time it attacks. In his case, he doesn't actually do damage, but he gives Curse, which is like negative armor, and that allows you to do the damage with other things. So he's going to get 1 order when this guy dies, and his wall will get fatter when anything near it dies. That's not the end of the world, though. I'm going to sacrifice for scrolls for the first time, finally. That didn't really help any, but that's okay. And what do I want to Brain Lice? If I Brain Lice him, he's the only thing that can attack, and he will die right away. So I'm going to do that, even though he's kind of a weak-ass creature to be doing that too. And I don't have any damage put on that idol yet anyway, so I'm just going to move this guy down here and make sure he does attack an idol. Because, of course, if you haven't been watching the previous games, these guys move randomly in an uncontrolled and usually undesirable fashion right before they attack. I still like it, though. It's a very cheap creature. It does 3 damage every 2 rounds. Like, they put out damage. If they're not being killed, they put out damage. He brain-liced my Cursemonger. That is unpleasant. Now, the brain-lice does poison damage. It only does it for 3 rounds. but if the creature dies for any reason, he will get a card now. I think that stays on even after the poison's done. Could be wrong. Okay, so that is unfortunate, but life goes on. Energy Siphon only works on a creature, and of course this is... all creatures are units, but not all units are creatures in the terminology of Scrolls. So that's not much help. I am going to... I could get myself an order and focus him, and then he would do 3 damage to that. And then we would kill it. I don't know how worthwhile that is. Seems kind of not very worthwhile, but... Darn. I'm going to get rid of this, because it's the most expensive. And I am indeed going to... No, I'm going to use my removal for something else. I'm just going to get myself an energy, because I'm going to need it later. And... yeah, I'm not going to use his ability. I'm just going to let him attack. I guess he's going to move down, though, and attack something else. His little voodoo doll of doom. My opponent has more cards than me. He's got a lot more... no, he's got the same amount of resources as me. That is ugly. Is he going to nutrition? He doesn't have the growth yet. See, the puppet soldier is considered overpowered by a lot of people. It's very strong. It does nothing, except that when it dies, it kills all units in the same row. And I mean all units, including friendlies. People usually combo it with a 1-cost growth card that sacrifices a creature and gives you that creature's resources. Or actually sacrifices a unit, because this is not a creature, it's a structure. But yeah. And with that combo, you pay 3 decay, 1 resource, and you can kill off everything the opponent has in that row. It's pretty brutal. I'm going to energy siphon that guy. Gets rid of him. It does make his stupid wall fatter, but what am I going to do? And it gives me 1 energy for later on. Then I gotta move this guy, because my crazy walker here might randomly walk over and blow up the puppet thing. In fact, I may want him to do that. I think I do. So I'm going to ditch the focus here for energy. I'm gonna need the energy eventually. I'm gonna plop down a Loyal Darkling here, which will force him to move over and kill the puppet soldier, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And then I'm gonna drop myself a gun automaton as well. Now, whatever I draw next turn, I've got to sacrifice it for scrolls, because barring extreme circumstances, you want to have multiple scrolls. Like, I can draw 1 scroll and play it, or I could draw 1 scroll and no matter what it is, trade it in for more scrolls. It will almost certainly be better. Unless I draw something that itself draws a card. That is bad. So bad. These things are amazingly good. I'm not going to be getting through to it anytime soon. See, everything that dies near it makes it bigger. So that is not good at all. Now this guy should not be poisoned anymore by the brain lice. It does stay on him as far as I can tell. If I languid, I can draw a card, so I guess I'll do that. Slightly slow down its progression. Get myself a Mire Shambler over here. Move him up. And a Gun Automaton, why not? And I think I am actually going to use my ability and curse this thing, because it needs to die. I should have cursed the one in front, actually. I'm stupid. Okay. Hopefully I'm playing slightly faster, though. Against the orthodontist. He's an orthodontist, and he was calling me evil in chat? Anyway. I really wish he hadn't got languid on this guy. That's not good. Royal Banner is a stupid, what we used to call decipher counters for various reasons. Except it's not really, because it's actually kind of broad-based. A decipher counter is more something that counters one specific card, and counters it really hard, usually. So that's more like anything that's not human takes longer to recharge after attacking, which is most of my forces here. So that is not pleasant. The shock... Oh, actually... See, I can shock hit this, and it would kill it because of the curse, and it's a good idea to get that thing, get working on it. But if I sacrifice this spark, I can get 2 cards. So, There's my Machine Divinator. He's not very good. Rather sacrifice him, but since I can't, I guess I'll drop him wall style. And yeah, I'm just going to let things go for now. I need to get rid of that banner, but there's not much I can do about it this second. Banner bad. I mean, it's affecting him too, should be noted. Anything that's not a human is... Oh, he draining misted me. All my units that were about to go had their cooldown increased by 2, which is pretty annoying. Mostly that's just the... Oh no, he's got the Cursemonger and the Mire Shambler. Ooh. And I guess this guy, but he doesn't do anything in my deck, so it's kind of irrelevant. Oh boy. So we can attack for 1 with the Rod Eater. That's not a big threat, because he can't kill anything with it right now. And he doesn't have any other creatures near it to die right now. It is creatures, so if I kill off his wall, which is not a creature, then that would not trigger his bonus. Ew. Winged Soldier is one of the stronger, just like, beat-down creatures that exists. And of course, she's a human, even though she kind of doesn't look like it by her stats and her little girlness and that, but... Oh boy, what am I going to do? Since I don't have the order right now, I think I'm going to get rid of the Aging Knight. I might regret that, because he's human and he attacks fast. Maybe I should just go order and play him, and use him to take out one of those guys. Ugh. It's not that appealing, but I think I might have to do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to move him over there, so he's better positioned to be taking out the thing. You know, the thing. Moving him back is part of a plan to make the Shambler go where I want next turn, but I can't do anything else, so bleh. See, now if I kill her, his stupid Rod Eater will get bigger. That Languid is holding it back from being truly crazy, but it is a really strong creature. And it's only common, and I got none of them this time, I think, if I recall. Freaking none of them. When I chose Decay at the start, and you kind of have to choose in advance, it's hard to shift gears partway through, but whatever. Languiding him is very annoying. I'm going to sack this and get 2 cards. Again, I can spark the Rod Eater. It means I'm not killing the Winged Soldier right now, which I would love to do. But, yeah. I've got to get rid of that Rod Eater. It's going to be bad. So, boom, takes +2 damage from the curse. I'm going to move this guy up here, because that means if I move the Shambler here, no matter which way he moves, he will attack the weaker idol. He does not have a choice. I don't care if he kills this, don't care if he kills that. I would rather he didn't kill this, so of course he will. And, yeah, I think I'll leave my formation as is, and just play an additional Mire Shambler. Why not? Yeah, stick him over here. The Aging Knight is particularly feeble when he's been languidized. Languishing. An Arthritic Mire Shambler. When it deals damage, it will take 1 damage. And that means it'll die. So we got Soul Scrounger. That is interesting. Again, normally I should be sacking it, get 2 cards, because 2 cards should be better than 1. But this guy doesn't seem to have that much hard removal, and if I Soul Scrounger my Cursemonger, its cooldown will be reduced by 1 every time something dies. That makes it much more likely that it can actually just go every turn, which would be sick. I'm going to give it a shot. I'll probably regret it because I'm spending my resources for the turn horribly. And I'm going to move him over here, and he's not going to use his power because, of course, I want to kill off that stupid banner of stupid banner. Sorry, I got hit locked. So move my forces over here. I'm not too interested in fighting the wall. Did he put Faith Duty on that? The end of each of its turns is going to deal 1 damage to... is dealt 1 damage, and opponent units on that row get their cooldown increased by 1. Yeah, that's okay. I keep trying to find ways to use that card, but really, I'm just moving away from it. Charge, die. What? Wait. Why? No. Why did my guy take 1 damage? Soul Scrounger did not do the damage. Anything that attacks the Ripper now will get cursed too. That's not good, but... No. I don't understand what happened that caused my guy to die, because he should not have been poisoned anymore. He'd already taken 3 damage from... dang it. Now, I do have 1 Rod Eater. I get him, and of course I draw him first in the turn when I should be sacking to draw cards. I'm going to sack him to draw cards, and I'm going to hate myself for it, because he's so awesome. And I can't cast the Burn this turn. Fabulous. Starting to get annoyed at this guy. My forces are kind of divided. I don't really want things to be sitting in this row because they'll get slowed down by that. Wait, she's got double uneasy alliances on her, so she has... Wait. That works if you just put it on the same creature? That is stupid. That defeats the purpose of the card if you can just put it on itself, because it's supposed to be that an alliance, first of all. It's supposed to be that... Oh, god damn it. This is really bad. All kinds of stupid things are going on that don't make any sense to me, and it's bad. Not too happy about how this game is going. Well, if you know what killed my Cursemonger, put it in the comics, because it had already taken 3 damage from Brain Lice, and Brain Lice is only supposed to be poisoning for 3 turns. There's nothing out here increasing poison damage. I also don't know what... Okay, I do know why she's so big. I think it because the Uneasy Alliance is 2 per Uneasy Alliance, but it's stupid that you can put it on the same creature. That is such a, against the spirit of the card and makes it way too powerful. Ugh. He has no abilities. He's just a decent sort of creature. My opponent's getting more language than I am, which is also not good. So languid. Well, I better use this, since it'll draw me a card, and then I can sack whatever I drew, so I can play the Burn, which will also draw me a card, and will get rid of that horrible little girl. And Reason won't help me so much, but that's okay. I do need to get things out of this row, because this stupid scavenger construct won't let them ever attack, basically. Oh boy. And once again, I've got more damage in because, of course, my deck is very rushy, but I'm concerned that he might have more fat stuff than I do. He hasn't shown many signs of it, but no. He did just increase his resources. I would like to know what killed my goddamn Cursemonger. Again, let me know in the comments. I don't understand, and I had just buffed him, so it's extra obnoxious. Okay. I wish this guy's cooldown hadn't come up, because this is kind of a good time to end of reason. I'm probably going to anyway. If I Brainlice this guy and an End of Reason, the 2 damage going through this row will kill off the crossbowman, who's going to attack soon. And the 2 damage from this guy should put him into Brainlice range. So yeah. And we move this guy down here to increase the chances that he does something that I want. And we're going to activate this plan. Boop-de-doo. Whatever. Bam. He's chosen to kill the idol instead of killing this guy and getting back my Brainlice card. That's okay, because the Brainlice will kill him eventually. And those idols have to go down. Ah, damn it. Now my brains are all licey. Set for cards. The Rod Eater is super good, although he can't attack in that row. I'm going to spark this guy because it'll draw me a card right away. Yeah, that is good. Then I'm going to drop myself a Rod Eater and move this guy in front to protect him. Ta-da! My opponent seems interested in typing. I don't feel the need to type. I'm talking to you. You're way more interested than some random guy who I'm playing against, who keeps languiding all my things. He's still got the stupid wall of fatness going on there. This is starting to look like deja vu, because I'm getting back the same stuff too. These are only 30-card decks. We both have some card drawing, and of course... Yeah. We're going to get him out first. We both have some card drawing, and of course, in Scrolls, you cannot die of deck death. Scrolls has an invisible discard pile, keeps track of all the cards that have gone by. When you put a scroll into play, it does not go into the discard pile, only when it actually dies. But whenever you run out of cards to draw, it reshuffles your discard pile. Invisibly. And I don't like that it's invisible. I'd rather know what's going on when I'm due for a reshuffle and be able to tell when stuff comes back, so I didn't have to try and do card counting or something. I still don't do card counting. That would require a vast amount of brain expenditure. None of my guys are ready to attack this turn, and that's unfortunate. I could sack something for cards. I can languid. I should probably languid first. We do language that thing, because he's keeping it back and protecting it. The Machine Divinator is so useless to me that I'm going to cycle him and hope for something better. Siege Cracker is not useless to me. I'm happy with that draw. I am going to Energy Siphon his thing also. Make it rather impotent for now, although again, it can grow back into functionality. And as much as I can play Focus, it would do nothing because none of my guys are attacking that turn. And there's Arthritis on my Cursemonger. Every time he does damage, he will take 1 damage. But he can just use his ability instead of attacking, and that won't trigger his Arthritis. Seems kind of fitting for him to have Arthritis, actually. So you focused your Rod Eater so it can attack this turn, which looks like it would just kill off my gun auto and make my Rod Eater bigger, so I'm not sure how that helps your plan. Unless he's going to move down. Okay. No, that's good for me. Why is my Rod Eater not going? Yeah. I don't know why my Rod Eater is not ready to attack. I'm pretty sure it was its turn. The Scavenger construct has a thing that slows down units, but that should only be units in the same row, and I've been keeping stuff out of its row, so I don't know what's going on there. I might have to let my Cursemonger actually attack, which is kind of stupid. I'm sure it was the Rot Eater's turn to attack. I have no idea why that's not happening. There's a lot of messed up stuff happening in this game. But, yeah. Copper Automaton could be okay. I'm gonna sacrifice a focus, though, because I can at least play the Automaton. Soul Steal. Now that makes me happier, because I can Soul Steal this guy, get myself a free creature, and not have to attack with my Cursemonger. I will then play my Copper Automaton, and I will curse you. I curse you. And I almost ran out of time again, because I'm just that awesome. Things are starting to look okay. Now my opponent has built up to 5 Decay. He might have bigger cards in his deck than I do. One of the things you can do is, if I was smarter, I would have built myself my Rush type deck, but I would have kept in some of the big fat cards, because you can always cycle them when you get them early on, and then still have some late game plays. That's one of the advantages in Scrolls, because you have to sacrifice your cards anyway to get your resources and to draw more cards. Well, he's managed to block my Siege guy. That's fairly annoying. I was hoping I could attack one of those idols for 6. Instead, I can attack one of his guys for virtually nothing. I have to worry about the stupid puppet soldier, which is not my friend. And his Rot Eater is going to attack next turn. I don't really... Oh, although doing 2 damage to it would kill it because I cursed it. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move up here. I'm going to focus this so it kills the wall. And then my guy will do 2 damage plus curse and kill that. And then I can also... I still haven't sacked something yet this turn. I could play the Scout Automaton. Or I can play the Pillar of Disease. The Pillar is pretty good. I'm going to move him up there because he shouldn't be affected by the Faith thing. So yeah, Pillar of Disease is pretty strong wall, and my opponent has relatively weak things. On the other hand, more killing him would be good. I've got a fair amount of killing stuff in play. You know what? I'm going to try that. Yeah, that's okay. So I'll give myself a wall here that this guy can hide behind, and another Shambler. And I just ran out of time again, because I am the slowest player ever. There's so many options to think about, though. Someone in the comments said I should think during my opponent's turn. I do, but my opponent's turn typically changes everything, every time. It's because the opponent can be moving their stuff around in addition to everything else. Okay. So I can play a Loyal Darkling or a Ripper. Loyal Darkling, getting through would be nice. This guy is going to kill one of those 2 this turn, that's for sure. The Ripper is cheaper, but the Loyal Darkling will get through for damage either way. I think I'm going to do that. I got Soul Scrounger again, which will hopefully work this time. Although I could put it on my Rot Eater and have the Rot Eater attacking every turn. That would be good. Yeah. I'm going to go for, instead of the Cursemonger, for the Rot Eater attacking every turn. I'm going to blow up... I guess I'm going to blow up the Husk, because I'd rather let my guy kill something off. Oh shoot, I forgot to use my Cursemonger ability. He's going to take 1 damage from attacking. It's not the end of the world, but I would have been happier if I'd remembered to use his ability. Then again, there's nothing worth using it on. The only thing I could have done is I could have cursed the Puppet Soldier and then shocked it to get rid of it, and that doesn't seem to help me right now. Okay. Now that the Rot Eater is attacking every turn, though, life is good. Not necessarily every turn, but mostly. I could focus and kill this idol, leave that guy alive, and just brain lice him. Can't brain lice and play the Darkling. I would like to get out that Darkling. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. And that, whatever. So, one more idle and I win. And this guy's going to die at the beginning of his next turn, which will do 2 damage to me, but I can take 2 damage, that's not a problem. My opponent just commented, our decks are so bad. And he means both of us, and I'm pretty sure he's right. Ah, he's backing it up so I can't get through there. Annoying. So, and I can't, I'm not positioned right. I can't get the Cursemonger in front so that it would kill something and let him get through. Very annoying. So, I'm going to cycle... I seem to have less energy creatures, so I'm going to cycle that. Yeah, so I got lots of Decay stuff I can play. And I'm going to play all these guys, just a question of what arrangement. I'm going to curse that thing just for the heck of it. A Meyer Shambler over here. I can pretty much control where he goes because I'm going to have lots of guys. I'm going to move this guy back here. So he did... I didn't mean to do that. I should have left it the other way. Ah! So bad. This is why I'm bad at chess. In chess, I spend too much time looking at moves. I look at this first move, the one that looks good, and I'm like, no, that would be bad because of X. And then I start going around and looking at and evaluating and discounting all the moves, and by the time I get through it all, I look at that first move again, it's like, that looks like a really good move. Why didn't I see that before? And I do it, and then X happens and I'm screwed. There's another stupid banner. And my Siegecracker is brain lice now. That's awesome. Why couldn't I have had this shock last turn? If I could have blown through this guy and gotten at his idol. Oh boy. Well, I can still do something like that. I'm going to cycle this guy, see what I get. A second shock is kind of awesome. Actually, what am I thinking? I can shock this and win. But I'm also going to shock that because I can. And I win a game, so I actually get a rare. Alright. So, 1 for me. Our decks were both really bad, but now I get a rare, so hooray! I will see you next game. If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and Scrolls Judgement videos.